Hey there, lovely people. I hope you're doing well. I seem like I'm on fire today, and I just want to have look, there's quite a few messages that I want to share, and there's one in particular, and this is actually about jealousy and envy and how that may possibly play out in your life, in your thoughts, and actually, does it go beyond your thought and into actions like gossip? And I just recently done a video about how I'm celebrating our sisters doing amazing things, how I'm seeing so many women are creating businesses and really starting to bring out their experiences, sharing vulnerability with courage. And it's just incredible. And interesting because I'm also trying to do my thing as well. So I'm doing my Love to Heal movement meditations. That's just new for me, with a course to come out with that when I finally get round to finishing and getting it out there. And I've also got the Infinity Health Hub. Again, that's something that's been sort of in the making for a couple of years now, bringing that through, in addition to my clinics and working there, as well as a family and keeping that running. And so I put this video out there about this celebration of how women are really doing it. And I'm not saying men aren't. It's just I haven't. My eyes, my awareness is more directed to women at the moment, and how I'm really celebrating it now. And however, I wanted to share something with you, and it was a flicker of a thought, and I was seeing a couple of people being successful, and something came up in me, and it was like jealousy, and it was, oh, they're doing it, okay, if they're doing it, I'm not good enough. And there was like that envy kind of shifting through. Now envy is different. Envy is like, oh yeah, that is something I really like for me, and you can actually go, well, yeah, great, I can have that for me. Jealousy is actually when someone's got it, you don't want them to have it, and that's quite different. This is from the Atlas of the Heart by Brené Brown, and how she differentiates the two. So envy's okay, envy's all right. Envy is like, oh, I really like that. I like what they're doing there. I want that for me. And you can kind of go, well, it's happening for them, so it's possible. So you can really look at that from a great higher perspective and go, brilliant, that can happen, that's achievable. I'm going to go and do that for me. I really want that for me too. And you can go to the next level of really celebrating that other person, and or celebrating others, because ultimately that's what you would desire and you would wish for when you are making these achievements. Yeah, with the jealousy, something else happens, something else, you start to not want them to have it. And it may stay there. It may just stay in a thought, which interestingly, for me, what came up was like a real kind of, oh, a horrible thing to think. And I didn't like it. And I think, oh God, it's a horrible thing to actually think about it. And why would I want that? And I know in my other mind that actually that's great. It's happening and it's proof that it can happen. So then I might have to sit with this and think, this isn't pleasant. I don't like this feeling. And then the brilliant thing is you can detach from it and go, you know what? That's my ego. That's my old BS coming up through me again, that doesn't longer serve me anymore. And you can imagine what women kind of always been set against each other some peculiar way. I guess if you're divided, you're easier to control. So, and I guess if you can go even deeper into like our ancestors, because we carry imprinting through our mother lineage a lot, especially with the mitochondria as well, which is pretty much the female line, that carries fear and trauma and belief systems of imposter syndromes and all this. But you see what women have been through in the last thousands of years of control, And even like the witch trials that saw 60,000 people died, if not more, killed and murdered, and people turning against each other. It's a peculiar thing. It might be like, actually, that may be why we feel like this. And if someone has got it, I can't have it. So that's real, again, one's belief systems on abundance, that if somebody else has it, I can't have it. So I don't want them to have it. But it's not true. And that's the thing with abundance. And you think abundantly, we all can have it. And when we can all celebrate that, nothing's restricted. Energy isn't restricted. Energy just flows, and it can continue, and it can oscillate. So the more we come into celebration of somebody and others, we are changing the frequency of ourselves as well, to go, yeah, I can receive this too. Yet when we hold ourselves into that lower vibration of fear, basically, and especially if then you get a bit torn by that feeling, you can get held in guilt and shame with it. But if you can see that it's not actually really your truth, and that you don't desire to feel like that, you can change that. And that's your choice. And yeah, so when that came up for me, I felt really uncomfortable with it. I didn't like it. It's like, that's not me. I don't like this. And there's, oh, okay. It's an old pattern. It's an old belief. I need to shift. And I think it was more just being aware of it and going, actually, that's brilliant that that's happening. That for me was probably enough just to shift it. And so I'm boring my dogs. They're sighing in the background. But it's a process. And again, your thoughts that come up, if you can kind of go, well, that's not my truth, you can let go of that, and you can make a different choice, and to be a higher vibration, a higher energy, more joyful. So I just wanted to put it out there, is that when you start to seeing other women really beginning to be in their power, and it's taken a lot for them to get there. Don't get me wrong, they've not literally just sat on a rocket and been catapulted out free and easy. They've worked hard. They are going through all their BS systems to be able to get them to have that confidence, to shine who they are, to be in their light, and to be in their power. And ultimately, that's what we all want to be in. We all want to be in our power and our light, to be empowered and to accept ourselves. And this is me, and here I am, and I can help, and positivity. Anything else isn't really you. Not really you. It might be a pattern that feels very ingrained in you, but it isn't you. So just be mindful, okay? Don't give yourself a hard time, but be conscious of your actions too. So if there's thoughts coming up, you can process them and release them and bring in positivity thoughts. If you take it the next level in terms of actions, being gossiping, trying to do somebody down, take away their success, or just not liking it, just be conscious of the energy that you're creating there for yourself. Okay, so, and knowing that's not your truth, and understand, okay, what is it, and actually would make me happy. Actually having that for myself. So I am going to celebrate that person, and I'm going to look at how I can do it for me. Okay, so this is a big celebration out to Go Sisters. We're doing this, and you're incredible. And as much as I can help and support you to do this with my journey and my BS systems that I'm shifting, and helping the courage to be vulnerable, to be open, when you break through those fear patterns that have held you down and kept you in the shadows because you're scared of being you, it's all nonsense. It's now time to shine. And if I can help you through just listening to these videos, through doing my pajama revolution meditations, doing my love to heal movement meditations, which I'm starting to do, the course when I launch it in the spring, the hub when I launch it, the Infinity Health Hub when I launch that in the spring, it's... Oh, and did I mention having treatments to me too? That's something else I do as well, by the way. It can really help you shift these old patterns that aren't serving you purpose or joy. Okay, so big love, and keep going, keep shining your light. Okay, take care.